Hi friends, it's Laurie here from Lemon Yoga and welcome back to another video with me. Today I'm taking you through a third trimester prenatal full body yoga flow. So give this video a quick thumbs up, hit subscribe to join the Lemon Yoga family, and then come and meet me on your mat. We'll take a seated position and we'll bring hands onto baby. Taking a moment to connect. Taking a really deep breath in, imagining you're sending that breath all the way down to baby. And then as you exhale, reach the arms in front of you and begin to lower the tummy towards the ground for child's pose. You can always prop yourself up on a cushion here if you need to. And let's just take a moment to stretch out through the spine. Gently press the armpits towards the ground and begin to walk hands to the right hand side, placing the left hand on top of the right so you get a nice deep stretch running through the left side of the body. Stay with your breath and let the body feel heavy. Big breaths in. And as you breathe out, walking to the other side, right hand on top this time, feeling the stretch through the right side of the body. Stay with the breath and let yourself melt. When you're ready, we'll walk back through center, press to palms and rise onto all fours, ready for our cat stretch. So we'll start in a flat back on the inhale, and exhale, we'll round through the spine, drop the head, look to baby. Inhale, find your flat back, find that length. Exhale, round vertebrae by vertebrae and look to baby. Inhale, we find length. Exhale, round and look to baby. Inhale, find that length, and exhale, look to baby. When you're ready, release through flat back, take your knees a little wider and begin to draw big circles with the whole body. So this is a really nice and relaxed movement, just move in a way that feels good in your pregnant body today. So you could draw big circles or figures of 8. This is going to help release through your spine. It's going to help to open into the hips. It might even help baby to drop down further into the pelvis if you're late on in your pregnancy. And we'll stop there and we'll begin to step our left foot through to the top end of the mat, and then we'll rise on up into a nice lunge. Keep the hips quite boxy here with the tailbone tucked under. And if you can, the arms are reaching towards the sky. Otherwise, feel free to pop hands down on your hips. Squeeze through the glutes and stay with the breath. Exhale, we release, hands to the mat. Lift the right foot and place it down on the ground at the 45-degree angle. Walk yourself slowly as you need to standing for warrior 1. So we're bending into that left knee, the right leg is long, and we could maybe reach the arms up towards the ceiling, or you could keep hands down on your hips or at your heart space. Think about lifting the chest forwards, again squeezing through the glutes. And a nice big bend in that front leg, as big as you'd like to do this evening. On the exhale, opening into side angle, left hand down onto the left knee, right arm up and over, finding a diagonal line from the fingertips all the way down to the foot. Breathing space all the way through the right side of the body as we gently open into the hips. Take a deep breath in. And then as you exhale, straighten through that left leg for triangle pose. Keep reaching that right arm high if you can, or you could drop it behind your back if you prefer. And we'll just breathe some space through the inner thigh on that left leg and all the way through the sides of the body. Brace through your core here. Think about drawing baby bump into the spine. And then reach up and over again, and then all the way down to the ground. Back knee to the mat. Eyes look forward. We just take a moment here in a low lunge. Please lean your hands up on a block or a cushion if the floor feels really far away at the moment. And just breathe before sending that left foot back and then melting the whole body back into a child's pose. relaxing through the upper body, letting your bump relax towards the ground or onto a cushion, and breathing in and out. On your next in-breath, rise on up. We're going to repeat on the other side now. So the right foot will start by stepping through, and we'll start with our crescent lunge. So rising on up, reach the arms high, keeping those hips in a nice boxy position so we're not overstretching into the hip flexors here. Squeeze through your glutes, brace through your core. Think of hugging baby bump into the spine. Try reaching those arms up high or hands onto the hips. Stay with the breath here, big, beautiful breaths in and out. And then an exhale to release, hands to the ground, untuck that back foot, placing the heel down, and walk yourself as slowly as you need to standing. We're bending into our right knee, the left leg is long, Virabhadrasana 1. We could reach the arms up high here, just an option. And just work into that front leg. It's also a really gentle hip opener, which is really great when we're in our third trimester, getting those hips all ready for birth. Keep lifting and opening through your heart space. And then we'll start to open to the long end of the mat, bending into that right leg still, left arm reaching up and over for our side angle pose. Finding length all the way through the left side of the body, breathing space, big breaths in and out. And then moving into our triangle pose, straighten through your front leg, keep reaching that left arm up high, find length through both sides of the body, and breathe space into the inner thigh on that right leg. You could always drop that top arm behind you to the opposite hip instead. Let's just breathe. Big breaths in and out. Bend and soften into the front leg. Sweep the left arm all the way up and over. And then come all the way down to the mat. Left knee to the ground. Walk that right foot away. Maybe lean those hands on a block here if the floor is feeling really far away. And just take a moment to gently open into the hips. So great to do hip openers in the third trimester. And then we'll step it back and we'll melt back into another beautiful child's pose. Just taking a moment here to breathe in and out. Breathe in. Breathe out. And from there, slowly rising on up. Walking yourself onto your feet into a forward fold where you can walk yourself nice and slowly all the way to standing, hands onto the hips. And we're going to move through some hip circles to get us ready for labour and delivery. So you're just drawing lovely big circles with those hips. This is just a really great one to practice, whether you're in the second or third trimester, just getting the body nice and ready for the big day whenever it may be. So stay with the breath, draw those lovely big circles. If you're really late in the third trimester, this will help baby's head to drop right down into the pelvis. So go both ways, have a really good wiggle here. Make sure you're doing this with your breath. And then we'll move into a goddess pose, a lovely great big squat. Have the legs as wide as you'd like them, bend into the knees. And then slowly straighten out. And let's do that with the hands now. So we'll bring hands to prayer at our heart space as we bend into those knees. And then inhale, reach the arms up high. Exhale, melt back down into your goddess pose. Squeeze those glutes, press inner thighs. Inhale to rise, reach the arms up high. Come on down, find your squat, breathe. And rise on up. Exhale, come on down, find your squat, and we're going to come all the way down now, all the way to the ground, where we will slide the soles of the feet together and let the knees fall wide for Baddha Konasana, our cobbler's pose. Feel free to prop your knees up here on cushions so the hips aren't feeling overstretched. Find length through the spine. And then exhale, maybe taking a fold towards the feet. You don't have to do this. Just breathe some space down into the hips. This is a lovely hip opener in pregnancy. It's also great for getting baby into the correct position for birth. So just staying with the breath, allowing the body to gently open as we breathe in and out. And we'll roll up from there nice and slowly. Slide those knees in, place your feet to the ground, lean the hands behind you and press the weight as far back into those hands as you can so you're right on the tailbone, and begin to swing your knees from side to side. So you should end up massaging through your tailbone, your very lower back here, as you just gently rock from one side of the bottom to the other. Stay with your breath. And then we'll release back through center. Take a comfortable cross-legged position, bringing one hand onto your heart space, the other onto baby. And let's just take a moment at the end of our practice today to connect. Connect with your growing baby, maybe feeling some movements from baby underneath your hand. And maybe finishing with these words for baby. I can't wait to meet you soon. I can't wait to meet you soon. Just saying that one more time in your mind, sending that message to baby. I can't wait to meet you soon. And you can stay here with your breath, using this time to connect to baby for as long as you need. I want to take a moment to say thank you so much for joining me for today's prenatal yoga flow. I really hope you enjoyed. If you did, leave me a comment, let me know how you got on. Hit subscribe to join the Lemon Yoga family and give that video a thumbs up. I will see you very soon for the next one. Take care. Bye guys.